Hello and welcome to today's video. If you're new here, then thank you so much for joining us, and if not, then welcome back. So today we are renovating the 2B Jasmine Suites apartment, and I am super excited because this apartment ended up looking super cute. Now, I don't renovate this apartment very often, mainly because the wall height for this apartment is awful. It's the highest possible wall height, and it's not too much of a problem. It's more, it makes your builds look really empty because there's so much extra space, and because of that it makes builds just look so empty. I think so anyway. I just have a hard time decorating it, but I decided to try my hardest and go for a really bright, cheery apartment. So that is what we are doing, and we're starting off with this kitchen, and as you can see, I went bold with it. I decided to go for the blue. I thought the blue looked so nice and just refreshing, and I love the Parenthood counters, so of course I had to use those. I think I recently did a build. Yeah, I did. It was my townhouse I did recently where I decided to do a blue kitchen. But for that one I actually used the cottage living, so a little bit different. But yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about the family dynamic for this household. So what I was thinking is we have a single mum and she has 3 daughters. So I was thinking she might have 2 kids and a teen. That's how I decorated the rooms. I decorated it for like 2 kids that are very close in age. Maybe, I don't actually know how the ages work in The Sims. Like I play The Sims. I'm not just a builder. I like to actually do gameplay, but I don't know. I mean, if you go from kid to teen, I always thought that teenagers look really old. Like, whenever your sim is a teenager, to me, they look the exact same when they turn into a young adult. They did sort of solve this issue recently by adding the kind of, the extra details in the, what is it called, in the high school years pack, where they done the extra like skin details and, you know, the acne and the spots and things. So they did sort of help with that, but I don't know, I just think that teens look a lot older in The Sims. So I wanted to say that when you become a teen, you're like 14, and that would make sense because that's when you go to high school. That's when you go to high school in Britain anyway. Maybe it works a little bit different in America, I'm not sure. But yeah, anyway, I think kids, when I think of it when I'm playing it, I like to think they're around the ages maybe 8 to 10. That's what I think. So I was thinking the 2 kids are probably very close in age. Maybe they are like 9 and 10, and then the teenager is of course a lot older. I think the teenager is probably about 16, 17, so a little bit older. And the idea I had is that the teenager probably really helps out with her mum. So I think the mum might struggle a lot because she is, of course, well, she'll be full-time working because she has to take care of 3 kids. And, you know, she also has to take care of herself. She doesn't really get too much time for herself, I think. And I feel like the oldest daughter really helps out, and she kind of treats the 2 kids as if they're her own. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that is just realistic. I feel like that's how it would work. So I think the teenager can be very moody and very stroppy, and she can definitely like argue with her mum, but at the end of the day it is her best friend, and they are, you know, they argue like mother-daughter, but she's always there for her. She's always taking care of the kids when she's at work. And yeah, I feel like the kids probably drive her crazy. I actually think that the 2 kids, like the 2 younger ones, I think that they're probably really chaotic. Like, I don't know, I feel like they take over this house. I think they always have ever since they were like very young. I just think they've always kind of taken over. I think because they're so young but very close in age, they probably kind of plot with each other, like little pranks to do and stuff, and they're just an absolute nightmare. But yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. So a little bit about the build. You might notice that the hallway's already done. I do show the hallway in a second, but there was a few things I added after I did the hallway, and I didn't want to like come back and like show the living room again. I wanted it to be like, the living room is done, let's move on. So yeah, you might notice that, like, I don't know, you may have noticed that the hallway was done there, but yeah, I just wanted to make it a little bit less confusing. Maybe that makes it more confusing, I don't know. I just feel like it's easier to watch when everything's in order, so you've got like room by room. But yeah, now I did add in the hallway this little like laundry area, and I think it's so sweet. So I added like just everything they would need. I thought it would be cool to play with laundry in this apartment. Now, of course, if you don't want to play with laundry or you don't have laundry day, you can just take it out. You could definitely put something completely different here, like that's completely up to you. I don't know what would fit. It's a 1x3, so it's not very big. But I don't know, maybe you could fit an extra bathroom. Maybe you could put like some extra like decor. It's up to you. But yeah, I decided to put some laundry stuff. I thought it would be nice for this build. I also feel like if you were like living in this house, and you're the mum, you would probably just kind of have laundry on the go, you know, like laundry before she goes to work and stuff. And yeah, but this is the mum's room, and I actually didn't think too much about the mum's career. However, I think that she definitely doesn't work from home. She has to like go out and work, so that's why the daughter takes care of the kids when she's not there. I think that she probably gets them ready for school and everything. I think that her mum maybe like will make food for them and stuff before school, but I think the sister gets them ready and make sure they're out on time, because she will also have to go to school. She of course has her high school she would have to go to. But yeah, all I know is that the mum works not from home. I was thinking that maybe she worked in fashion. I thought that would be really cool, and as you can see, she's got like her closet above her little desk area. So I don't know, I just feel like she's very into fashion. I think she's very active, and yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, like maybe like a fashion career is pretty cool. But yeah, her room it's not like too adventurous. I didn't add anything too exciting, but I actually really like her room. I think it looks really cozy, and I don't know, I just feel like she's a very neat person. I feel like she would have the neat trait, and she likes everything to be clean. I feel like this probably stresses her out because, of course, her kids are not going to be very clean. Her kids are going to be like driving her crazy with how messy they kind of mess up the place. But yeah, I think that she tries her best to keep it clean. I tried to make the apartment not look messy. I wanted it to look lived in. And I think that I did a good job of that, because I feel like realistically this mum would, you know, she would be tidying up. She'd be making sure that her kids are tidying up. You know, she's not brought them up like animals. Like, they know that they need to clean up after themselves after they've had their fun. But yeah, I think she's very neat, and the kids do try drive her crazy. But yeah, we're doing the kids' bedroom right now, and something to note is I don't add a I don't add a desk to this room. So if they want to use a desk, if you want to like have them use one, you can either add it to this room, or if you get rid of that little bit outside, the little laundry day, you could add a desk there. Or you can use the teen's bedroom, because the teen bedroom has a desk. So yeah, the kids' bedroom is the only bedroom that doesn't have a desk. I don't know, I was trying to fill it out with more like child stuff, so I didn't really think about putting one. You could have them use a laptop or something, or I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't really think about them having one, so I didn't do one. But yeah, their room is really, really cute. I was not originally going to do bunk beds. I was actually thinking about doing like a bed on either side of the room, but it's such an awkward shape, and I felt like they would have so much more room if I just gave them the bunk beds. See, personally, I think if I had a sister that was very close in age to me, I feel like we would fight over the top bunk. I say that though. When I was younger, I did like the top bunk, but I was always scared I was going to fall out. Like, I didn't have a bunk bed, but I had a friend who had a bunk bed, and I was always scared I was going to just tumble out of bed. You know, I always thought that. So maybe I wouldn't maybe we wouldn't be fighting over it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you a top bunk kind of person, or are you a bottom bunk kind of person? I don't know. I feel like honestly bottom bunk, it does feel a little bit more cozy, but I would also be scared that the person on top is going to land on top of me. So I don't know, maybe I just wouldn't want a bunk bed at all. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's not sounding too, it's not really, it's not appealing. It's not sounding too appealing. But here we're moving on to the very last room, which means we are very close to the end of this build, but I'm just going to talk a little bit about it before we wrap up. So I decided to go for a kind of blue pastel vibe in here. I was very close to doing like a darker theme. A lot of the time when I do teen rooms, I like to go for more darker themes. I like it to be like, oh, you know, this teenager's going through a phase where they like really dark stuff. But I did switch out for this one. I feel like I don't do lots of bright teens rooms. I always do bright kids rooms but never bright teen rooms. So I did decide to go a little bit brighter, and I think it's very sweet. It's very like icy blue, and she does have a beautiful desk, and she's got this Discover University like, what's it called, wardrobe, cupboards, closet, I don't know, dresser. What's a dresser? And I do end up putting a mirror on it because I don't know, do you not feel like this just looks so bland without a mirror? So I do end up putting a little mirror on it, and I just add a few like fun LED lights and stuff. And yeah, I just love this room. I think this room is my favorite out of all of them. But I just want to say a massive thank you so much for watching. I do really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully this was entertaining and it was something that's a little bit different, and yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to leave a big like and subscribe if you haven't already, because it helps me a lot, and yeah, I would really appreciate it. But let me know down below anything that you'd want to see me do next. If you have any ideas for apartments, because I'm really hoping to do lots of apartments in the future. If you haven't already, please check out some of my other videos that I've done. I've done lots of apartments in the past, and I am starting a little YouTube series on my channel where I'm going to be building lots of occult tiny homes, and I recently just did the first one. So if you haven't checked that out, please do. It's really exciting and I'm so excited to do more. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.